for a look ahead to Game 3 of the World Series. We are joined live by TSN Radio's Matt Cauz. Good morning, Matt. Always great to chat with you. What a couple of games. Highly entertaining. Obviously, Game 2 didn't come out the way we wanted to, but you have to hand it to the pitching masterclass that we saw on Saturday night.
Yeah, Yamamoto, there's a reason why the Dodgers gave him all that money. They made him the highest paid pitcher in Major League Baseball. And beyond the first inning, he dominated. He retired the last 19 hitters, a complete contrast to what we saw on Friday night, where they dominated. The Jays bats dominated Blake Snell. They tagged Blake Snell for more hits and more earned runs in that one start on Friday than Blake had in the entire playoffs leading into Game 1. So a contrast, and Yamamoto going the distance. It reminds you of, Jack Morris, Madison Bumgarner, just your horse pitchers.
I was listening to your analysis on News Talk 1010 with John Moore, and I completely agree that you have to capitalize when you've got runners in scoring position, especially early on, and you give that up. I mean, you're losing an opportunity to kind of get some insurance, especially in case if LA's bats start swinging like they did in the later half of the game. Just elaborate that a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were talking about in your last interview about getting traffic and then moving the offense over and turning it over and scoring. In the first inning on Game 2 on Saturday night, you had Vlad had a double. Nathan Lucas had a single. It looked like the Jays were going to do what they did in the sixth inning in Game 1. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was a 2-0 count. And then from that point on, Yamamoto didn't allow anything. And, Jays don't usually strike out a lot, and he was able to get a lot of swing and misses. And that was the key. The first inning, the Jays had an opportunity to chase him, had an opportunity, and they were not able to capitalize. And, you look back at the end of the game, and you're like, wow, Toronto got dominated. But they had an opportunity in the first inning. They weren't able to get it done. Hopefully it'll be different tonight with Tyler Glasnow on the mound, who is an excellent pitcher himself. He'd be a #1 starter for a lot of teams, but hopefully we see more of the sixth inning Game 1 offense from Toronto. And also, how did the Jays score those 9 runs? It actually started with a Bo Bichette walk. You sort of forget about those little moments the next day.
Also talk about just how key the bullpen is going to be in these games, because, I mean, it's clear if you get spanked around on either side, whether it's the Jays or the Dodgers, that bullpen needs to step up big time.
Oh, absolutely. That's the soft underbelly of the Dodgers. You saw that in Game 1. You didn't see it at all on Saturday night. As for Toronto, the bullpen's weird. It's either really good, like think about how they eliminated the Yankees. It was a bullpen game, or it's a disaster. The Jays bullpen doesn't have many Bs. It's either A+ or it's an F. So they're going to need that. And tonight especially, Max Scherzer was a great story against Seattle and had his best performance in maybe a month and a half. And we all remember him and John Schneider and him telling John Schneider to beat it. But before that, in the month of September, Max Scherzer was not pitching well at all. So, yes, to your point, I think the bullpen is going to be more critical tonight than it was, because Kevin Gausman was great on Saturday night. But I think the bullpen is going to be needed. I don't know if we're going to see vintage Max Scherzer.
Either way, I think experience, I'm sure you would agree, always comes into play and is always valuable on these big stages. TSN Radio's Matt Cauz, always great to chat. Go Jays, go.
Absolutely.